minds used to be a battlefield of what ifs and worst case scenarios. We were professional overthinkers, and frankly, it was exhausting. Then we stumbled on a simple trick from a pretty unlikely teacher. This little guy taught us a way of breathing that can quiet those intrusive thoughts almost instantly. And today, we're going to show you exactly how it works. If you've ever been wide awake at 3 a.m. replaying a single conversation from hours ago, or felt totally paralyzed by a decision because you've analyzed it to death, then you know exactly what we're talking about. It's that mental hamster wheel that just keeps spinning and you feel like you can't get off. This isn't just about being a thoughtful person. This is when the thinking itself becomes the problem. Chronic overthinking, or what experts call rumination, is way more than just a bad habit. It's a vicious cycle that can seriously impact your life by trapping you in a loop of useless thoughts. Maybe we're always worried about the future, cooking up these detailed disasters that will probably never happen. Or maybe we're stuck in the past, picking apart every mistake, every awkward moment, convinced we should have done something differently. This constant mental churn is draining. It leads to decision paralysis, where even tiny choices feel like a huge deal because you're just so overwhelmed by all the possibilities. And that mental strain doesn't just stay in your head. It has real physical consequences. Overthinking keeps your body in a constant state of high alert. It flips on your body's fight or flight switch, pumping you full of stress hormones like cortisol. It's why overthinking can lead to very real things like tension headaches, muscle pain, stomach issues, and just feeling bone tired all the time. Our brains are working overtime, but they're not solving anything. They're just creating more stress. This can wreck your sleep, weaken your immune system, and even raise the risk of more serious health problems down the road. It's a cycle that just feeds itself. The more you overthink, the more anxious you feel. The more anxious you feel, the more your brain scans for potential threats to worry about, trapping you even deeper in the loop. It can make it incredibly hard to focus, to be present, and to connect with the people you care about. You might even find yourself pulling away from others because you're so caught up in the storm inside your head. We start to think that this internal chaos is just part of who we are. But what if it's not? What if there was a way to clear the fog? So what can you do about it? How do you actually quiet that storm? For years, we tried everything. We tried to just stop thinking about it, which, let's be honest, is like trying not to think about a purple koala bear. Impossible. We tried to reason our way out of it, but that just gave our overthinking brains more fuel. The answer, when it finally came, wasn't from a self-help book or a lecture. It was from watching one of the oldest, most instinct-driven creatures on the planet. Now, to be clear, we didn't sit down and have a therapy session with an alligator, but watching one, a small, surprisingly calm one, gave us a powerful visual that finally made everything click. Think about an alligator. It's this creature of immense power, a prehistoric survivor, and yet, for large blocks of time, it can be perfectly still. It's a masterclass in conserving energy and staying calm. It's not worried about what the fish are thinking. It's not replaying a failed hunt from yesterday. It is simply being present, breathing. And that's where the trick is. The alligator became our personal mental shortcut for a scientifically proven technique. This isn't some ancient mystical alligator method. It's our own way of visualizing a powerful biological process that can shift you out of anxiety and into a state of calm. It's often easier to picture a calm alligator than it is to think about your parasympathetic nervous system. So think of the alligator not as magic, but as a key. This isn't about fighting your thoughts. It's about learning to breathe in a way that tells your body it's safe. And the alligator is just our guide to get there. Okay, so let's get into the technique itself. It's a type of rhythmic breathing, very similar to what's known as box breathing. That method is so effective, it's used by Navy SEALs to stay calm in high-stress situations. But we're giving it our own memorable twist. First, find a comfortable place to sit or lie down, somewhere you won't be disturbed for just a few minutes. You can close your eyes if that helps you focus. Imagine a calm, still pond in your mind. This pond represents our minds in their ideal state, clear, peaceful, and quiet. Just hold that image for a second. Now, let's bring our alligator into the pond. We're going to use a simple 4-count rhythm. Inhale for 4 seconds. As you breathe in slowly through your nose, picture a tiny, calm alligator gently floating up to the surface of the pond. Feel the air fill your lungs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4 seconds. Now, hold your breath. Picture the alligator just resting on the water perfectly still, soaking up the sun. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're exhaling for 4 seconds. As you breathe out slowly through your mouth, imagine the alligator gently sinking back down into the calm, clear water. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4 seconds. And hold your breath again with your lungs empty. The pond is still. There is nothing but calm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeat that cycle 4 or 5 times. Inhale, the alligator rises. Hold, the alligator rests. Exhale, the alligator sinks. Hold, the pond is still. What you're doing is sending a powerful signal to your body. When you're anxious and overthinking, your sympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for your fight or flight response, is running the show. This intentional, slow breathing helps activate its counterpart, the parasympathetic nervous system, also known as the rest and digest system. Activating this system tells your body that the danger has passed. With regular practice, this can help lower your heart rate, reduce blood pressure, and regulate the stress hormones that keep you on edge. The effects might be subtle at first, but you're fundamentally changing your body's chemistry from a state of stress to a state of calm. You're not just distracting your mind, you're reminding your body that it's safe and regaining control. So what happens when an intrusive thought pops into your head while you're doing this? A what if, a worry, a cringy memory. This is where the metaphor gets really useful. Don't fight the thought. That's like trying to wrestle an alligator. It's messy and you're going to lose. Instead, just visualize that intrusive thought as another tiny alligator that just splashed into your calm pond. It's making ripples and disturbing the peace. Your job isn't to wrestle it or yell at it. Your job is simply to notice it. Acknowledge it. There's that worry about tomorrow's meeting. And then gently bring your focus back to your main calm alligator and the rhythm of your breath. As you return to the 4 count, imagine the splashing alligator calming down and the ripples slowly fading away, leaving the pond still again. This is the core of mindfulness. It's not about having an empty mind, but about not letting your thoughts control you. We become observers of our thoughts instead of participants in their chaos. With every breath, we're training our brains to return to calm, no matter how many little alligators try to make a splash. This technique works best when it becomes a consistent practice. You don't have to wait for a full-blown panic attack to use it. In fact, we recommend that you don't. The real goal is to build new pathways in our brains to make calm our new default setting. Try practicing for just 3 to 5 minutes every day, maybe in the morning before you grab your phone or at night to wind down. Use it as a quick reset button during the day. Feeling overwhelmed at your desk? Take a 1-minute alligator breathing break. Stuck in traffic and getting angry? Focus on your breath instead of the frustration. The more you practice, the faster and easier it becomes to access that feeling of calm. It becomes this reliable tool you can pull out whenever you feel that storm of overthinking starting to gather. You're creating a new pattern, a new response to stress that actually serves you instead of swallowing you whole. You don't have to be a prisoner of your own thoughts. You have an incredibly powerful tool built right into your own body, and now you have a memorable, kind of quirky way to use it. The alligator is just a guide, a key to unlock the calming power that's already in your breath. This simple practice can be the thing that shifts us from frantic overthinking to quiet control. So what's the one thought your splashing alligator brings up the most? If you feel comfortable, share it in the comments below. Let's show each other that we're not alone in this. Reading the comments on videos like this is such a powerful reminder that even though our thoughts feel isolating, the experience of overthinking is something we all share. And if this trick helped you find even a moment of calm, subscribe for more ways to master your mind. Thank you so much for spending time with us today. And until next time, breathe deeply, live fully, and thrive.